Hi guys, it's your girl Aldiner Laurent here, and welcome to the making of my new single, All Things Work. Joseph, imagine as a teenager being thrown into a pit by the people that you call your family. God gave him dreams, and God had a plan for him and a purpose for him. And all of this was part of God's plan. But if you just read the story without knowing the end, you would think that he was cursed, or he was just, bad. He just had a stroke of bad luck, or a series of bad luck events. But there is pain, and there is this ugliness but there is a beautiful ending. And he went to a strange land, and he rose again. They saw that he was a good person, and they saw that he had a great work ethic. And his master's wife lied, and then he ended up in prison for a long time. I think it's about 12 years. Can you imagine sitting in a prison for 12 years and thinking like, okay, I love God. God told me, God showed me that I'm a dreamer. He showed me a vision. When is this going to happen? But he was faithful. And after that period of time, only God knows why Joseph was in the prison for so long. God made something beautiful out of his life. And not only for him, but it was for him to save his family, and thus saving the whole of Israel later on. So there is purpose in everything. And it's not about us. It's about what God wants. It's God's will. And when we realize that it's not about what I want, how I feel, what I need in this moment, but what God is using this for. He's using this to build me. He's using this to make me a blessing to those who are going to come after me. That is when we learn to surrender in the middle of the trial, in the middle of the valley, in your valley, your desert period. So this is just an encouragement to let you know that all things will work for your good when you love God, no matter what it looks like, no matter how long you gotta wait, what you feel, because ultimately his will be done. And thank you for watching this episode of the making of my brand new single, All Things Work, streaming on all music platforms, iTunes, Deezer, Apple Music, Spotify, and so on. Did you like what you see? Well, stay tuned for more. Go to YouTube, click subscribe, follow me at Aldiner Laurent Official. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. For bookings and more information, go to www.aldinerlaurent.com. I'm only here to let you hear God's heart through my music. Remember, you are who God says you are, so go be that. Bye for now.